Well, welcome to Spiritual Disciplines and Spiritual Warfare. You have chosen a great course to take. I'm looking forward to interacting with you. My name is Dr. Joel Badal, and I will be serving as your professor instructor for the next 8 weeks. You are in an 8-week course, so it's wonderful to think about the course in half. So you have week 1 through 4 that is going to address important subjects concerning disciplines in the Christian life. And also there are going to be learning activities that you need to complete. And then the last half is focused on that project and one more book review. And I'll explain that in a little bit here. It is a great delight to be with you as a teacher. The spiritual formations area of study is near and dear to my heart. It was one of the key focuses of my PhD study, and I learned much from it. And so hopefully, maybe in some of the mini lectures I provide, I'll be able to touch on some of those elements from week to week in the instruction. Now, my mini lectures are not a replace of the course content that is provided to you. You do have lectures and speakers that will come into the course that are available in the course files, and you're expected to watch that and also incorporate those comments within your project and your assessments, and as well as mine. I'm here to help and serve and also clarify whether it's a book, information that you're gleaning from the book and the reading maybe would help you even with your book reviews as well. I tell every student that it's important, whether it's a doctoral student, a graduate school student in your case, or an undergrad student, that they should read all of the course content, such as the syllabus that's provided you in your class. Read thoroughly, understand what is required of you, read through the directions. Oftentimes, each class may be a little different, and I know the intention is to keep the course content somewhat the same, or the expectation, but your schedules do change from course to course, and so it's important that you take that course schedule, and in that course schedule, you'll see the sequencing and the requirements of the class, the assessments that are due from week to week. You'll note in this class, week 4 and week 5 are critical spots where you need to complete your assignments. And of course, you need to look at the prompts within Canvas and the instructions that are provided for you as a way to make sure that you're completing the assignments timely and in the right way. Sometimes in our courses, we will have templates that provide you instructions, directions on how to set up your paper. It actually might provide the headers or the requirements, such as a table that you need to fill in. You need to follow that, and your instructors will expect you to do so, and your grades may warrant a different value because you didn't follow the directions. And so I want to put that up front. It's good that you download the syllabus, read it, read the schedule, pull that document down, and then read Canvas instructions as a way to make sure you're completing the assignments on time. Now, there are 3 important books that you will be utilizing for assessments, and this is book reviews. The first there for you is Neil Anderson's book, The Bondage Breaker. Probably has been around many years, has done some updates over the last few years, and so you'll be asked to do a book review there. Scott Moreau's book on the essentials of spiritual warfare. Again, another book that's comprehensive in its look at the Christian life and the realm of Satan, the realm of demon, evil forces that the scriptures at least comment on and give us instruction that we need to beware, we need to be on guard, and we need to be sober-minded as we engage in spiritual warfare. And then the last is a favorite of mine in terms of classic, Donald Whitney's book on spiritual disciplines, which will dive into the spiritual practices that we engage in, such as Bible study, fasting, solitude, silence, worship. Church discipline is a form of spiritual practice that as believers we would engage with in our Christian life. There's more to comment there, and we'll do so week to week as I will post many lectures to help clarify what you're reading, also clarify the the speaker or the lecture notes within each of the modules that you'll be expected to watch as well. And then my mini lectures are there to serve as a guide for you each week as we move through the content. Now, as we come to the close of our welcome for this course, there are two critical parts of the course. Week 4 and week 8 are the midpoints and the end point of the class. And so in book 4, you have a book report, you have an inductive assignment, and you have memory work. Likewise, is similar in week 8, a book report, but then it changes slightly. You have that personal plan that is due, the inductive assignment, the 5 important truths, and the memory work. All this will be submitted, and the syllabus is encouraging you as a student to work ahead so that you can meet the deadline by week 4 and then subsequently by week 8 as you come to the final piece of the class. I will provide, again, updates. It is important that you look at every link within Canvas and make sure you're understanding the assignment directions and the expectations for completing it. And then lastly, as you think about assignments, there's also discussion threads that are there for interaction between your classmates. You should post early, post in the midpoint, and then again post at the end point, which is at the end of the week. Try to do that. You're not going to be able to respond to everybody, but when you respond, it should be done thoughtfully. It should be done through engagement, and it really is a discipleship time for you to interact with other classmates who are around the world. And likewise, I will come in and do my best. I try to read all of the posts, but I can't interact with every single one of them, and you're not expected as well. With that said, there shouldn't be a lazy attitude about looking at all of the interactions, but you're only expected to do a few as the expectations for the class. Read widely, but read specifically. You should post on those specific things that draw your attention. You should use the book, you should use the Bible, and you should speak with the goal to speak the truth in love, and also to build up one another, to encourage each other in collegial building up in the discussion thread. It's really not a place for arguments, and I encourage that if you have a concern about a classmate, to go directly to that individual. If that cannot be resolved, please see me, and I would love to interact with both of you on the area of the subject. This is a growth class, and it's designed around that, the call to action to grow in your Christian life. We really want it to be a worshipful offering to the Lord. We want you to grow. We want you to create this plan that's workable for you, that you're going to see this as a way to continue this moving forward. Of course, you'll modify it. You'll explore maybe some other ways of Bible engagement in your own life. But at the end of the day, we really would like for you to take someone along the journey in discipleship who you also can encourage them of living out these different Christian growth practices that are helpful, that are biblical in many ways. Now, some might not be altogether biblical. We'll talk about some of those outliers and maybe speak to that a little bit more critically in the mini lectures. But nonetheless, as you read Donald Whitney's book, he'll provide a good biblical basis for each of the disciplines, and you can explore those beyond this class in other textbooks as well. I look forward to interacting with you. You can reach me on email or through my cell phone and or Microsoft Office Teams. Those are all the different ways that you can connect with me. Set up an appointment with me if you need to. Be glad to discuss and clarify with you any of the coursework or expectations as you move along. Well, welcome again to the class, and look forward to walking you through these next 8 weeks together.